everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, the All-Pro linebacking team is well represented as we've got two of them on display here. It's Sean Lee and Von Miller.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. They go play action here on first down. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
So 5 yards remain now, still first down. Here's Anderson. And he's got room. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, second and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, Anderson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their block clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Jalen Smith. I've got to have some enthusiasm for this young man who missed his whole rookie year because of a knee injury in college. To see him back on the field making plays, that's exciting.
It is, and the good news for him, still just 22 years old, so hopefully a long, bright future ahead of him. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Jake Butt, the tight end, his intended receiver. And now it's third down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's gone over 1,000 yards 5 times in his career, but he's at the 30-year-old mark, and there's a lot of concern about running backs over the age of 30.
5 yards or better per carry in each of his first 8 seasons. Now past 30, we'll see if that trend can continue. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run. Anderson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Second and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. C.J. Anderson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Second down, Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary have really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Now the 7th-year man, Chris Jones, on to kick. Emmanuel Sanders deep for the Broncos. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Sanders. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Play fake. Now Kelly. Over the middle. That's caught by Taylor. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Green 39. Green 39. Over. Here we go now.
On first down, it's Kelly. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And room there to work it inside the 25. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up 4th down. And McManus had a little too much slice on it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. On second down, Elliott. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Elliott last year so darn good, over 1,600 yards, most in the NFL. Actually, there were 10 teams that didn't rush for as many yards as he did. That's how good he was.
And just think, there is a place for him to get better. and I think it's in pass receiving. Not necessarily the hands, but just throwing it to him more, getting him into open space. He can make even more big plays doing that.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. To throw is Prescott. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in on with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An update now from Oakland. The Raiders are out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Time running out here on the play clock. Third and long for Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. They start the drive with Anderson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
They run it again with Anderson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. And now Anderson is slow to get up. Staying down after that last play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, Kelly. And he's got Jamal Charles. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. A first down carry here for Charles. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
To throw is Kelly. Off the bootleg. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. First down throw, Kelly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They go to Elliott again. And he works for it. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Going right side, he has Witten. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, out in Los Angeles, they're in the 2nd quarter now. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. Jamal Charles, nobody in front. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Jamal Charles, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Now McManus for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane. When they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Meanwhile, out in Los Angeles, they're in the 2nd quarter now. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Here we go. 3-19.
Charles. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd. Here's Kelly. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jordan Taylor, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back to Denver right after this. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
What stands the reason they give Zeke the ball there? I mean, let's face it. Last year, led the league in first downs picked up.
Yeah, 91 of them, 19 more than second-place David Johnson.
You know, you can see the confidence that the team has in him touching the football. Offensive line wants to block even harder because of him.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Finding some room at midfield. He hits Beasley right side. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And an update from out west in Oakland. The Jets out to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And now a first down following that long gain. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have got his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen, stuff happen at the end of halves.
first and 10. Kelly. He spots Henderson open left side. A very solid gain of 27.
I think he's making plays like that when Carlos Henderson's name will be extended to Carlos Henderson, big play guy.
Well, he maybe wasn't the household name out of college, went to Louisiana Tech, but 19 touchdowns last year. That tied the number 5 overall pick, Corey Davis, for the most in D1 football. Meanwhile, out in Los Angeles, they're in the second quarter now. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. This is Charles. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. Second and 13.
Now let's go. All right, now look at 56. No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. Gone. Shoot.
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go.
On second down, Kelly. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. A nice gain of 21 yards. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And McManus able to put it through. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now Prescott. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he finds his target, Terrence Williams. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. The numbers for Dak as a rookie last year are still kind of mind-boggling. You look at QB rating. Dak was 104.9. Now, among full-time quarterbacks, only 2 Super Bowl quarterbacks, Matt Ryan and Tom Brady, were higher.
And look who he finished ahead of. Guys like Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Russell Wilson. Amazing.
First down carry by Elliott. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Prescott now. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bryant. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down throw for Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Prescott yet again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Aqib Talib. He's got daylight. The 40. 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Hey, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield, and spilling everything.
The play clock's running down. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Play clock winding down. On third down, it's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Prescott. On the left side, he finds Beasley. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here we go now.
They begin the drive with Charles. And some room to work. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Play action, it's Kelly. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Sean Lee from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Second down following the run. Here's Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Prescott on first down. And he fires one incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Check 31, check 31. Here we go. Mike 51, Mike 51. Coming. Gun. Coming.
Time running out here on the play clock. On second down, McFadden. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
So the offense has it first and 10. Running again on first with McFadden. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. Well, other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Tight end right, tight end right. Here we go, kill. Gun.
Elliott. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Prescott from the gun on third. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. The play clock's running down. Prescott to throw it. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to take a shot. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Now the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Here's Charles. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. 2nd down to the offense, needing 5 yards.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down. Now let's go. Green, 39.
Again, it's Charles. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The best defensive lineman They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Kelly. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Henderson. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And taken right on the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 4th now in Carson. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. They'll try to sweep with Elliott, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Here's Morris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Cowboys on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Elsewhere across the league, 4th quarter action in Los Angeles. The Redskins have scored yet again. They've really opened that one up. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 10th carry now for Jamal Charles. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. A second down carry for Booker. And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line. The Broncos on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. And they will take a knee here. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Denver, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.